Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As the warmer months move in, it's not a bad idea to start thinking about some fun things to do with your family and friends. And my next guest, she's going to fill you in on how you can take in a combination of food, culture, and history all at the same time. Theresa Nemetz is the founder and chief experience officer at Milwaukee Food and City Tours. Hi, Theresa.
Hello.
How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. And Milwaukee Food and City Tours, you're celebrating your 12th anniversary?
Yeah, we've celebrated 12 years now. It's crazy because it really started as a little hobby and it just took off and it became a full-time job for myself. We have others that work with us full-time, as well as tour guides and bus drivers, just showing off the city that we love.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So time flies when you're having fun, so
Absolutely.
I'm sure it went by really
Yes.
quickly. But how did it all get started?
Yeah, we actually had been on vacation and we picked up a brochure to do a food tour, and we were like, a food tour, what is this? And a couple of minutes in, we were like, we should be doing this in Milwaukee because we have these great neighborhoods in Milwaukee. And so we started offering a walking tour of the Brady Street neighborhood. It was a neighborhood that I knew, and I loved the restaurants and the great Italian bakeries and pizzerias and delis up there. So that's how we started, and
Wow.
then we eventually listened to our customers, and they wanted pizza tours and they wanted Bloody Mary tours, and we just kind of kept adding.
You just kept adding to
Yes.
it, and the rest, as they say, is history, right? So you are what's called a certified tourism ambassador. Talk about the type of knowledge that you need to have in order to, kind of be successful at that.
Yeah, well, definitely for us, we want to be accurate in everything that we talk about. We want to tell people about the history of Milwaukee, but we want to do it in a way that they're really surprised. A lot of times we have customers that are locals that, have lived in Milwaukee their whole life, and they'll come on like our Brady Street tour, and they'll say, wow, I just didn't know anything about Brady Street like that. And so we want to be historically accurate in talking about things, and so it's important for me to really research things, be interviewing people in the neighborhood, be interviewing restaurant owners, and just really being passionate in telling that story.
Yeah, your own family has a rich history of coming to the city and really just kind of laying the groundwork for you. So that plays a big role in what you're doing as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm Sicilian. My great-grandparents immigrated here from Sicily, just like so many other families had immigrated here from Sicily and Germany and Italy and Poland. And so we just love being able to tell all those great stories.
Yeah, so let's talk about these public tours. You have mentioned you have the walking tours. You do the Brady Street lunch tour.
Yep.
You've got the Bloody Mary brunch tour.
Yep.
Foods of Milwaukee, the Village of Tosa, the list goes on. So when you're walking, what are some of the things that you are taking in that you may not very well notice if you're driving by?
Yeah. Well, really what we like to do is point out those things that you wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
So for example, on Brady Street, if you've ever walked down the street, you probably never noticed it when you were driving, but there is a blue tile all along the entire sidewalk, both sides of the street, going from Lake Michigan to the Milwaukee River, all of Brady Street. And on that tile, there's actually 88 beautiful images of what used to be on Brady Street. So whether it was the church or the firehouse or the tailor shop. And so that's the story that we stop along those tiles and we show people, and we always hear from people that they never even noticed that before.
It's true. And if you're walking down the street, if you don't point it out, people are probably walking right over it.
Right over it, absolutely.
Wow, and it's just really a testament of the rich history that is here in the city. And let's talk about some of the things that you do when it comes to eating.
Yeah.
Because everybody likes to eat, and there's so much diversity in this city.
Right.
There's a lot to choose from. So how do you pick where to start?
Yeah, well, a lot of it was really listening to our customers and listening to what people wanted. So with our walking tours, they're very much about the neighborhood that we're visiting. So whether it's Cedarburg or Wauwatosa or Old World 3rd Street. And then we kind of just mix things up. Maybe we're telling the story of what used to be in Milwaukee with some older places, and then showing what the neighborhood has become with some newer business owners. And then with our bus tours, the bus tours are really focused on food genres. So the fish fry, the churches and chocolates tour, the pizza bus tour, tacos and tequila tour. So really we focus on that. The pizza bus tour, for example, we tell the history of Milwaukee through our pizza. We go to 3 distinctly different pizzerias. We walk in the door, the pizzas are coming out of the oven, they're ready for us. We tell the story of who started these establishments, what they make the pizza with, and then we enjoy. And then we do it all over again. And we do it all over again.
Wow.
And then we end with gelato for dessert.
bad gig, huh?
Absolutely.
Not at all. So you've got your walking tours,
Yep.
your bus tours, and then you actually really take the time to pinpoint what makes each of these things special. So
Right.
we've talked about Brady Street. What stands out in your opinion at Old World 3rd Street, just
Yeah.
because of the old world added to it?
Absolutely. Well, Old World 3rd Street really was settled by those German immigrants. So 38 families came here from Germany, and now 51% of Milwaukeeans are German in some capacity. So we really like to showcase, these older German establishments, but then we also go down the Riverwalk, we go to Pure Marquette Park, we see the Fonzie statue, and then we go to places like Rumpus Room or the Safe House for dessert. So, having that old world, but also showing what the neighborhood has become.
Well, you have to talk more about the churches and chocolate.
Yeah. I love our churches and chocolate tour. It is honestly probably one of my favorite tours that we do. So we typically go to a Catholic church, a Lutheran church, and an Episcopal church. And during that, we go into these locations, we're making donations at the churches, we're having a docent or a pastor or priest give us a tour, telling us the story of the neighborhood and about the history, the architecture of the church. And then, well, we just love alliteration and we love food, right? So we have to go somewhere for something. So we go for chocolates at different chocolate shops.
Okay, so you work closely with your husband, and he is a foodie.
Yes.
So
He's the foodie. I'm the Milwaukee girl. So.
Okay, so when it comes to restaurants, what really stands out from your husband's perspective?
Yeah.
What does he love?
Well, for us, we really say whatever neighborhood we're in is kind of what leads us to what we want to enjoy. So that's part of it. A lot of things for us when we're deciding where we want to go, we're looking at, can we bring a bus tour in? We have a lot of bus tours that come up from Chicago or Minnesota or Indiana. So can I come with 55 people? Do they have enough seating? Are they handicapped accessible? What is their story? What are their hours of operation? Can they handle food allergies? So those are the things that we're oftentimes looking at. But really for us, the core of it is the story. People want it used to be that you'd go on vacation and you'd go to like the fancy restaurant, right? You'd wear your suit and tie, you'd go to the fancy steakhouse. But now people want to experience food. They want to make food the attraction. They want to meet the 80-year-old at Polonaise that has been making pierogies with her mom, right, since she was a little girl. And that's who they want to meet. They want to go to Brady Street, and they want to go to Glorioso's, and they want to meet Eddie Glorioso, who's been making sausages since he's been a kid. So that's what people want. So we're looking for that story that we can share with our tour attendees.
Yeah, and the thing that's awesome is that, you're doing these tours not only for people who are visiting, but for people who live right here.
Right.
We've said it several times. They kind of, take for granted all the great things, or just didn't know.
Right.
So when we look at different private events, so there are weddings and party buses and things of that nature, you guys can accommodate that as well?
Yep, we do that every single week, actually. So a lot of times we'll have reunions, family reunions that come. Something that I love doing is planning private events for people celebrating special anniversaries. So for example, we just had a woman, Jill, it was her 50th wedding anniversary, and I sat down with her and I said, what did you do on your first date? And it turned out that they had a special hamburger that we knew a new restaurant in Milwaukee still was making. And so we built the entire tour around being able to take her family, who had never known what they did for their first date or where they lived, to be able to go to that restaurant and to be able to have that hamburger. And we took them to the church that they had first been married at. And, we took them for custard. Where
so you
they
can
used to
customize it all.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
So family reunions, corporate outings, team outings, conventions. We just had the Knights Templar. They are a very secretive society, and they were Freemasons, and so they just had their international conference in Milwaukee this weekend. And so we had several hundred of them on different tours with us through the course of the weekend to show them Milwaukee.
And so what were they most impressed by?
Oh, the people. That's what we hear all the time. People are so friendly. And also the city is so clean. So we always hear from people, the city is so clean, it's so easy to get around. They can't believe that so many people will just stop them. They see they're wearing credentials and say, do you need help? do you need a recommendation? So I hear that a lot, and especially this past weekend.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff. And I'm guessing that you do work closely with the tourism agencies, and being ambassadors, it's important what you are displaying to those people who are visiting as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Visit Milwaukee is really, our best ambassador and our PR department, really, to help us get the word out. The same with Circle Wisconsin. They work on getting buses into the state of Wisconsin, and then of course Travel Wisconsin. So we love being able to partner with them to show off our great city.
Well, I guess I'm just guessing, but you're going to be pretty busy in July of 2020, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's going to be an exciting time. I think that that's going to be really a pivot point for Milwaukee's tourism industry, because
I think so too.
I think everybody has always known that we could do this, and now we get to prove that we can do it, and there's going to be a lot more business to follow. So we're seeing excitement already. Right now we are working on convention groups that are into 2022.
Wow.
So we're already starting to see that impact where groups are saying we want to come to Milwaukee.
Okay, so if someone's interested in just getting on a bus, bringing their friends who are visiting from out of town, whatever, doing a walk tour, they just give you a call or go to your website?
Yep, exactly. So we have two different websites. So we have MilwaukeeFoodTours.com and MilwaukeeCityTours.com. So food tours, just the food tours that we were talking about, and the city tours, just sightseeing. So people can go on there, check out our calendar, make a reservation, or give us a call, especially if you want to do a private tour.
Well, thank you so much for coming by. It's been fun hearing all about this, and I know you've got a fun summer ahead. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Theresa Nemetz is the founder and chief experience officer at Milwaukee Food and City Tours. For more information on anything we've discussed today, you can visit their websites at MilwaukeeFoodTours.com or MilwaukeeCityTours.com. That is going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues Milwaukee. Have a great day.